Late in 1895, Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen first noticed the strange effect which led to the announcement of his discovery of X-ray.
They remained a mystery even to the scientists. That is how they got their name. X for the unknown.
Oh, he's a radiology tech.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Snap.
I'm fighting the urge to not go. Shout out to Endo. I got to stop doing shout outs.
Where's the telemarketers, bro?
Is the tube out of x-rays?
Yeah. What's going on? When you test these BE tips out for us?
Bruh.
Yes.
Wow.
What?
Dang, that's a double whammy.
I was like, yeah. Twerk the histogram.
I gotta shoot x-rays.
What if Longhorn is trying to email us right now for a sponsorship?
Yeah. Make you go repeat the x-rays for him. No.
Shout out to Bronx and ERCPs.
We're all radiologic technologists. We're back.
We're back. We're here.
We're back.
Thanks for listening. Hey, if you're tuning into the pod, hey, thanks. We missed you. I know you guys missed us.
Preach.
Yeah, man.
But we're gonna do a little catch up from the week, or just catch up in general. I know there's a lot of stories that we want to share.
Did you actually listen to the last episode?
I did, and
how did you feel? I know it's sort of a hot topic right now. How did you feel about being replaced by AI and automated robots?
I love the little robot thing. I just wish he would have done some more. Like, yeah, what?
Some actual little John.
Some actual little John. I was like, a little John plugin. But that's a good substitute.
That's in version 2.
You know what's funny, man? Because when Patrick set that up, like that was
actual AI.
When he brought AI little John in
with the donations that are pouring in. I want to give a big shout out to all you guys out there giving donations. Thank you. Keep them coming.
Thank you.
No matter how many pennies you throw at us, heads and all. Heads or tails.
But seriously, everyone's if you look on our what's the best way to get to the donations thing?
Thank you from my beamer. No. It's go through our link in bio.
Go to the link in bio and whatever you're finding this on TikTok.
Yeah, I mean it's on the
and people have been really generous. They've been giving us, they want to see the pod successful and continue. And this high quality sound that we finally dialed in on episode 10, 1 through 9. I mean, it's a potpourri, if you will, of quality.
Yeah,
that's what happens when we buy all the same mics.
Yes, now we're on the same page now, and in large part to the donations from all you guys. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Next time we'll work on some soundproofing. That might be it.
Even $1 helps out.
Literally, $1.
Dollar, make it holla.
But I forgot. So this is your host Roosevelt. And
hey, I'm Patrick.
This is John.
Before we move on to our topic for today's episode, I really want to get this story out.
Go for it, man.
I have to.
Because here at Catheter Jockeys, ROSIE'S podcast, we're all about sharing. We're sharing our experiences. We're sharing our lives. We're sharing our social handles, Catheter _Jockeys on Instagram, Catheter Jockeys. We're all about sharing.
I'm pretty sure that if you write Catheter Jockey anywhere, we'll show up. I think we're the only Catheter Jockeys, period.
As long as we're not
I don't think anybody think that name was cool.
It's original.
As long as we're not getting shadow banned, we're good to go. Like, you're gonna find us. Just start. Hopefully, is there a lot of catheter stuff on social media?
Just look up catheter.
All right, you're good.
Anyways, so my Vegas conference.
Real quick, if you Google Catheter Jockeys, we are the first result on Google.
You know what? Well, let me ask you this.
SEO for sure.
I mean, is that really an accomplishment? Who else is jockeying catheters? I've never really asked you why. Let's say 10 episodes in, because I know for sure that there are people that are like, what's Catheter Jockeys even mean? Why? How did you Roosevelt came up with that name.
I think it's a good time to talk.
It is. So
how did you come up with the name? There's gonna be a hot take.
It is. All right. So
wait. No, I have a hot take. I get my hot take.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead. Feel free. My bad.
I think it's a weird name. How did you? I feel bad. I wish I didn't bring it up because I feel when I said it, I could tell. This is what you're like. Nope. No hard feelings. I saw what you here. No hard feelings. How did you come up with the name Catheter Jockeys? I know there are people out there like they love us, they're obsessed with us, they're following us, but they're like Catheter Jockeys.
Yeah, well, from the logo, it originates from John and I. We're RAs, of course. Everyone knows that. I said for you listening right now, but we are pretty IR related, so we love IR stuff. Slinging catheters. Not Foley's catheters. In
the radiology world.
In the radiology world, correct. So I took the jockey, as in like these jocks. From sports. And
you
get what I'm saying?
So like we're jocks? I've never been a jock. I've always been a nerd.
We're catheter. Friggin'
that's kind of the word.
Right.
Why didn't you go with Catheter Jocks?
It doesn't sound right. It's weird, man.
Well,
that's worse.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying.
Male review.
I didn't even really know.
It's like a geriatric male review with like urination issues.
The only two jockeys I know of are the underwear.
Yeah.
And the guys that ride the horses.
Yes.
We just ride the catheters.
That's where my brain goes. So I didn't put like high school jocks with it.
A long stretch from Kentucky.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Right.
We're reaching.
Shout out to the Kentucky Derby.
Kentucky Derby. One of my favorite yearly occasions.
Do you get all dolled up?
No, I don't.
You got a big hat?
No, I don't know.
He just gets wasted. That's just
I drink
with a reserve,
drink bourbon,
and go
on horses.
See?
And you don't even watch the race.
Oh,
You just get so wasted in the infield and don't even
gambling boots and rolling down little hills.
Yeah.
Wasted.
So we're jocks. All right, that's cool. I'm glad.
Well, that's where it came from. And also it came from our old attending, my old attending, he's still current attending. And he would ask us, he would ask me, he's like, what do you like best about radiology? I'm like, about the IR part. And he's like, freaking catheter jockey.
Oh,
that's where it came from, and that's where I put two together. I was like, you know what? From this day forth, I really like that name. I'm gonna use it for something, and then boom, 17 years later, boom.
Oh wow, was that long ago?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
About 16, 17.
All right, I like it a little bit more now.
Yeah.
I'm proud to be a catheter jockey.
You should, man.
Even though I hate IR.
Because it's funny.
Do you know why I hate IR? Sorry, Lazy Bones. Sorry, the IR.Tech. Sorry to you two guys. Too much call, bro. There's too much call in IR, man.
There's a lot of call. The work never stops.
From a tech side, I dabbled. The extent of my experience in IR, I was backup IR. So, like, at our hospital, we had the actual IR techs. And because they needed some help, they had backup IR. And if you had a pulse, and we're registered in radiology, you could be backup IR.
Patrick was just like,
so I was like, come on, bucks.
Patrick was just a circulating tech.
I mean, I would sort of help them set up they wouldn't really trust me to set up the tray. I was like, if we're in the middle of a case and they need someone to go fed something, I'm your help.
Exactly. He was the freaking circulating tech.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Patrick,
hey, you're gonna be IR.Tech today.
Yes.
He's like, what? IR.Tech? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the coolest guy around.
Can you go to the third cabinet and get that?
Oh, they had to be really specific. I was like, Patrick, look at me. Look eyes. All right, here we go.
Good.
Third cabinet, bottom left, right, second drawer. There's going to be one that says 22 gauge, okay? Get that one, bring it here. It's a lickety split. And then I would come up with like 18 gauge, real big. So that's my experience. But the call was when I was so I guess that's a circulating tech.
Yeah.
All right, that's shout out to all circulating techs out there. Y'all are doing the Lord's work.
They're still important.
Yeah. Oh man.
So it took us 10 episodes. We got a Catheter Jockeys. I feel better now. I feel like a weight's been lifted.
You feel like you belong?
Feelings. Yes.
Fish.
I'm just happy to be a jock. I've always been an X-ray nerd. Now I'm part of the cool guys.
Can we go back to my story?
Oh, yes.
No. Actually, no. Keep all these stories. I want to hear it. They're hilarious. But I just want to do this one and tell you this story before we go on. Because
we love it when you share.
Because it will probably never happen to me again.
Oh,
okay.
I'm intrigued.
All right. So, conference, going home. This is a time on the flight where they lifted the mask mandates. I'm sitting there. I'm like, yes, I don't have to wear this mask. It's red eye, so it's like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh wow.
Okay. All of a sudden, I'm just sitting there eating my sandwich. It was like turkey.
On the plane or in the
And the waiting, the
in
terminal.
the terminal?
Yeah, so
So you're about to dive into a turkey Sammy, and you're like,
I didn't dive, I dove.
oh, you're about to dove into a turkey Sammy at 0300 in Vegas.
So we're just sitting there. Everybody's talking. It's quiet. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Just, everybody's minding their own business. And all of a sudden, 4 people with hazmat suits walk by.
What?
Yeah. So hazmat suits walk by, right? And in my mind, I'm like, what the fuck is going on, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, it's like, please, I want to be Asian. Please, I want to be Asian. Please, I want to be Asian. Because,
they're passengers, right?
yes.
Oh,
Yes. So, and then all of a sudden, trailing behind, it was a Chinese translator. I was like, no, they're Asian. And then, it happened to me in like slow motion in my mind, and I'm looking around at other people, and all of a sudden, we're just like,
for those of you just listening, he motioned that he slowly put his mask on.
I was like, F this turkey sandwich right now. I was like, I'm trying to figure out what is going on right now. Is there a new strand? Or is there 4 people in hazmat suits?
If you roll up in 2022 and you got a full hazmat suit, you're just like, I'm immediately going to the news app on my phone. I'm like, did I miss something? Like, we got. Oh my god,
Man, it feels good to tell a story.
dude, that sounds traumatic.
That's what I'm telling you, man. The point is, I can say it because I am Asian, and the point was, the reason why I was like, please don't let me be Asian, because of the reason that I am Asian. I was like, please don't let me be Asian. I was waiting on like any other ethnicity besides being Asian.
But it's so bad that you immediately were like, they're probably Asian.
Good.
Yeah, because it's true. I know. I said, please don't. There was hope.
Yeah. It was more of a glass half full kind of optimism. I mean,
I was just like, it was perfect timing.
were they on the same flight?
No.
Oh,
I
thank
think they're like
goodness.
escorted into like another.
If you're on a
different,
plane
private
and someone
plane.
right now has a full hazmat suit on, flight ruined. You're stressed out the entire time. You're not going to zone out and catch up on like Survivor on the TV on the airline. Like you're going to be like, shout out to Survivor.
Just when they lifted the mask mandate on planes.
No, my goodness.
That's nuts.
That's pretty insane.
Oh yeah, hardcore anxiety.
Yeah. That took. Listen, I'm very happy that if you cut this story, I'm going to kill you. That's all I have to say.
Oh, wow. That's brutal. Oh, wow.
Love you.
No, that's, I love it.
It. We're not cutting any of that. Don't cut that.
Yes.
Let it ride. Copycats. But so we want to do something different, and because this is if you hadn't listened to episode 7, it's about our trauma in ER, tales from our ER, or as we like to say it.
Roosevelt.
And we had a ton of people comment on social media. So
Oh, nice.
what I did was create a game out of it. So today we're gonna play Is This Real Life? Or Is It Grace?
I like it.
So today we have John and we have Patrick.
Hello.
So I'm gonna ask you guys questions. You tell me it's real life, it's grace. Whoever gets the correct answer, you get points that don't even matter.
Okay.
So
No, you definitely have to keep track.
The points are gonna matter.
You definitely have to keep track.
all right, okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
We're not doing this for fun. I need bragging rights. So please keep track.
All right, so for those of you out there, the rules of the game is I'm gonna answer your question, and you tell me if it's real life or grace.
Okay.
All right? Let me shuffle some stuff. Hold on.
What if you just listen to me shuffle? While you're shuffling, my experience is that any medical representation on TV is super accurate.
Super.
I can't tell you how many radiologists I've seen perform portable chest x-rays, ultrasound exams, IR procedures, like
Diagnostic
they're
angio,
doing
surgery.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, real-time imaging. It's a CT scan.
They're like, okay, like, hey, you
And then they're enamored.
did you do the CT brain? Yeah.
So we'll call this bit Rose's Anatomy. Can we call it?
I like it.
All right, first one. Let's get
All right, first one.
Go ahead. People are trying to get to work. They're listening to us in their car on the way to work. They're about to clock in. They want to come in late.
Yeah, now we're
Well, first of all, our friend, social media friend Ruthie.
We have one friend.
Shout out Ruthie.
What up, Ruthie?
She enjoys listening to us, and she wants to extend the length of our podcast
Oh,
because she loves it that much.
Oh,
I
wow.
like it.
Yeah.
It's a
God
totally
bless.
bad idea because it's just Eddie sleeping or something.
Slide it to our DMs. I'll give you the full uncut episode. It's
Yeah.
like 3 hours, and I whittle it down to about 38 minutes.
Yeah, it's just
yeah, more than how we spend our time. This is it.
Yes.
wait, cut it? Nah,
No, keep
that's it. Keep it. But anyways, all right. Number one,
Who is it? Me or John?
Pat.
Okay.
Oh,
You always got me first.
why does he go first?
All right, John.
I think technically
Pat.
we know each other well.
John.
All right.
But now I want to go first.
All right. So, geez, right.
Yeah.
Let me Trebek this, guys. All right, go. Man gets shot in the chest.
Okay.
Trauma doc cracks side of his chest open and begins massaging the heart while pools of blood rushes out, taking the patient to surgery. Is this real or is it Grace?
Grey's Anatomy all day long. No docs walking that far with the heart in hand. I'm saying Grey's. Final answer.
Okay. It's wrong. So one of our
Dang it.
listeners / social media participants.
Followers.
Right.
Yeah.
Sent this in, and it's from Sierra. Actually, we know Sierra. And this was a good one because I still think it's freaking fake.
Wow.
So Sierra,
That's legit.
I said it, but I still think it's fake.
Shout out
So-
to at Sierra.
Kind of questionable.
So I'm gonna.
Like,
She said it's real. We think it's fake. I'm gonna get 0.5 points for that. Can I get 0.5?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, no points.
no, because your answer is still wrong, by the way.
All right. Well, great. Thanks, John.
I get negative one because I'm.
You better actually be keeping track.
I want to keep track.
Do I lose a point? I get no points.
No, no points.
All right, no points.
Whoa. We're not a tiebreaker. We can discuss it.
Then Roosevelt.
We will figure it out
No.
because I have two tiebreakers.
If there's a tiebreaker, after the tiebreaker, Roosevelt has to pick whoever he likes most. Patrick or John?
Wow. I played the fourth, fifth.
All right, go ahead, John. You're on.
John.
You're on the hot seat.
While going to CT, colostomy bag explodes during the exam, and baked corn comes out.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I'm going to have to say that's real life.
You're correct.
Yes.
Oh my. I was hoping
The reason why I say that is I definitely see that happening.
Yeah, and, well, I mean, I've seen it
Oh,
actually.
yeah. You're literally like,
I've seen corn come
like,
out.
yeah, my bag's right here. And then you look in the bag and you're like, I seen you, but you ate.
Oh, wow.
Like, is that
Tomatoes?
a turkey leg, bro?
Did you go to Disney World?
Did you eat it or did you shove it?
Did you eat the whole bone?
Oh wow. That's
Anyways, oh, actually, this is a good one. So shout out
Where's that from?
to Julie Smith. Actually, she's an RA, and she's doing her own thing too. Her actually, if you guys, it's for students. She's doing a thing for students. It's called Inside Out Radiology.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she teaches fluoroscopy for X-ray students or
Oh,
techs who want to learn anatomy or tips of X-ray school or
oh, nice.
she has a blog and she does have some courses that teach you stuff like
Oh, cool.
what position shows what, blah blah blah. Stuff that I don't remember learning. It was just during
Yeah.
clinical. But anyways, but shout out to Julie Smith, man.
Shout out to Julie.
Shut up.
That's cool. Sorry about the Bitcoin fiasco.
Jonathan, 100 points.
Oh, or go buy Hondos. Okay.
Yeah, man, one sounds weak.
That does. I'm very secure. I'll take one.
Patrick. Man falls off 30-story building and
Fake.
ends up in
Grey's Anatomy.
Real Grace.
Grey's Anatomy. You can finish your story.
Yeah, it's Grace.
I think I said another
Yes, he ends up living in
With
the
what, a
episode.
broken toe?
Well, he dies during surgery. He lived the fall in the episode, but dies during the surgery. However, I did read up. They did get that episode from like a real life event when someone
Oh.
47 stories.
Oh,
they lived.
so they even undercut. They're like,
Yeah,
47 sounds
Yeah.
too unreal. Let's go at
exactly.
30. Oh,
Anyways, it's from like I
That's
guess
like at least
they fall off the painter platform.
oh wow.
He wasn't strapped in.
So
I mean, 30 stories is a lot. 47.
47.
Dang.
All right, man, Patrick. It's 100.
No, he gets 50.
No.
He gets it. All right, next one, John.
Yes.
During their day off, the doctor happens to notice people drowning in a lake, jumps in to save them, but ends up drowning themselves and being brought back to the ER where they work.
Assist.
Real grace.
Assist. I can see other things happening. Look that up, flush. Grey's Anatomy. Analyzer.
Ooh, the confidence.
Correct.
Yes!
You know, maybe I should just do like one because like then it gets hard for me. It's like 100.
You're too mad. We got your back. We got little Johnny here.
Ooh, this is one of my favorite ones because
Oh,
you don't know.
okay. All right.
All right.
I'm intrigued already. So it's all right. My turn.
I'm curious because these are our favorite episode, favorite listener.
Favorite story period, regardless.
If it's
Boom.
Patrick. Fisherman goes out into cardiac arrest well out on the lake. Boating to the shore, paramedics were already there waiting to provide life support.
Mhm.
Upon receiving the patient, they swiftly jump into action to shock the patient and inadvertently shocking everyone else around them.
Ooh,
Really grace.
dang.
that's tough.
I mean, there's a lot of things that are happening perfectly. You got the fishermen. You got the EMTs already there on the water. How did the guy get there?
Well, he wasn't solo, sorry.
Okay.
He had other fishermen on there.
There's the water scenario. You got the defibrillator. I'm going crazy all day. Final answer.
Meh.
Real life? No way.
Yeah, so this story is brought to you guys by
Go ahead.
my
Eddie.
ultrasound manager,
Oh,
Lori. Shout out Lori. She listens,
wow.
but yeah, she was telling me a lot of these awesome,
No way.
gnarly stories
Oh,
that she's experienced.
That's
so wait,
wild.
who had the defibrillator?
The paramedics.
The paramedics.
But they did not know how to use it.
No, they shocked the patient, but they're in around water.
That's what I meant.
They should know that you shouldn't shock water. No, I mean if you're around
No,
the water.
the fisherman's wet too. So, it happens. Like, I get it. They're like, oh, shoot, he's already in cardiac arrest.
They're excited. They've been waiting on the shoreline. They're like, oh, here it comes. Like,
Imagine when the
shoreline
paramedics are new. Who knows?
Yeah. Dang.
That's crazy. Everybody's like, ugh.
They're riding, man. Like, I want to be the hero. Then like,
Like, oh,
I think I
hey,
need a
man.
defibrillator now.
That adrenaline kicks in.
That starts to mess up with your decision-making process.
John,
Yo,
80-plus-year-old lady checks into the ER for abdomen pain. The lady undergoes a CT abdomen pelvis only to discover a calcified fetus. Real grace.
Ooh.
I'm gonna have to say that's real life.
Yeah. Not saying that it can't happen on Grays. It's just I don't think the story was on Grays, but
I think they call it what do they call it? Stone baby.
Stone Baby. Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Oh, that's an actual.
Yeah, I think that happens. Yeah.
I did not know that.
I mean, it's real rare, but you can have it.
Disturbing.
Yeah.
Dang, that's rough.
Yeah. All right, man. Dang, man. Josh. Currently, so far, John is in the lead with
Oh my God!
100 points, and Patrick with 100 points.
Can't tell if you missed a couple zeros.
No, I'm looking at it. I'm looking.
Patrick.
Go ahead.
Man was admitted to the ER for swollen testicles.
Okay.
Only to find out the reason why they were swollen was because of a rare fish swam up his urethra when peeing in a river.
There's also 3 options for this.
Go ahead.
Grey's Anatomy, real, or ROSIE.
Not this one.
I know that's a. I know it's a thing. I've heard of it. I'm gonna go real life. You gotta go real.
Grace.
Shut up! Come on. Get out of here.
That seemed plausible.
I didn't
So
watch
that was season 3 of Grace. But so here's the thing. Like, I'm sure everyone's heard this like myth, but so apparently that is a story. However, it's never been like proven.
Duplicated?
But yeah, it's never been like really proven. It's been like one of those like
Urban legends?
legends that you just hear.
Ah, because I've always heard it.
Yeah, me too.
Oh.
I thought it was real too.
So Grace went with it. Just like, you know what? We're running out of ideas. We're 3 seasons into this beast.
Yeah.
We're going with fish up the urine stream. All right. Rock and roll.
Mm-hmm.
Did it lay eggs in the bladder? Like,
I want to say thanks to baby for costing me another 100 points. I'm way behind.
John.
Must be painful. John.
Yeah. Patient comes to her for abdomen pain, and an abdomen X-ray reveals dull heads in their stomach. Really gross.
like Barbie dolls?
Yeah.
In their stomach.
Not just one, multiple.
Were their bodies attached or just that?
No, just the heads.
How old's the bitch?
I don't know. Probably young.
I remember when she went.
Seriously.
I'm trying to think the best here. I'm gonna give Grey's Anatomy.
It's Grace. However, there's such a thing called Bezor.
Yeah.
It's just that I'm sure this probably happened in real life. It's just it wasn't one of our followers and listeners, story. So because I've had one or two, and it's just like they have this like not disease, disorder, mental disorder where they just eat hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
They're big old hairball.
Yeah.
They're big. They're
Big old.
Parent grapefruit, parent softball.
And they're, one patient that actually happened like a few months ago, actually.
Oh,
I had
wow.
a Bezor. I'll probably put up the image later, but
Yeah.
The whole time she's like, "Oh, my stomach's full. And I'm like, they wanted me doing GI. So they're like, "Oh, it's not emptying. It's not emptying out of my stomach." And I was like, "You eating stuff, or like what are you eating? Did you have food?"
She's like,
I was like, "Well, I had spaghetti." I'm like, "I don't like spaghetti."
oh, wow.
So if it was a young kid, it's called pica,
Yeah,
where they eat
pica.
random crap.
Did I know this was that? I mean, I know they do.
Just age dependent too.
Yeah, no, my kids I didn't believe it. But I know there's also mental disorder.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh, wow.
yeah, these are like the hair.
I remember that from X-rays.
And also teratoma.
Oh, Teratoma.
Tumor
You know what?
Teratoma.
never breaks teeth.
Go ahead and give John an extra 100 points for all that knowledge he's dropped.
No,
I'm serious. I gave him 100 points.
I don't think it needs extra points. The way things are going, bro. All right, Patrick.
Go ahead.
Trauma MBA. Dun, dun, dun. Patient undergoes a CT trauma protocol only to find the skull was completely disassociated from the C-spine. Real Grace.
Surgeon. I'm going to say real life.
Yes.
Nice.
Real life. Good one. So basically,
I
this
think I've seen that.
yeah, this is called a atlanto-occipital disassociation, where it's pretty much the skull being retracted or disassociated. What do you say?
Dislocated?
Dissociated from the
Like your head falls off your neck?
abs and dens and stuff like that.
Dang.
Like it's just space.
I think I've seen it once. I was at a trauma 3, so I think I saw it once, and that's pretty highly.
This one's from Abaza_XB.
Shout out to you, Lazarus.
That was a good one. I've never seen one actually.
Sounds downright traumatizing.
Johnny. Oh, this is a good one, Jack. Because you just down there. 20-year-old female attempted suicide by cutting her wrist, then turns the knife to her crotch. She proceeds to call 911 instead of waiting for the ambulance, she decides to drive off, losing blood, and crashes her car, also fracturing her lumbar spine. It's just really great. This guy's
Dang. Because I can see both.
yeah.
I'm gonna go Grace.
It's Dang, it's crazy. Shout out to Jason Stack 4.
The only reason I said that was because
Oh man,
she wouldn't crash her car. I guess they could have came back in.
bro, brutal. Jason, sorry, man.
Oh, Jason works for me actually, so it's an outrageous story. Like after he posted that, the next day I spoke to him, like, dude, that really happened. He said, yeah. And what's crazy is that apparently, like 5 years later, down the road, he X-rayed her again, and like he remembered her.
Well, how did I forget that? Wow.
Oh man,
That's what.
Patrick.
Give it to me, please. I need something. Wait, what's the score for people keeping track?
Score right now is currently John 300,
We're close.
Patrick 200.
All right, we're good. So if I get this one, we tied up.
Okay.
All right, go for it. I'm ready.
The guy runs his leg over with his car while working on it. While getting x-rays, the calcaneus, aka heel, slides out of the open wound. Real grace.
That's really specific. And the fact that you said calcaneus tells me that an X-ray tech told the story. So I'm saying, real deal, Holyfield. Give it to me. 100 tied up.
Real deal, Holyfield.
There we go.
Tied up, man. 300.
Boom.
Tied up.
Shout out to all my haters out there that thought I was running behind. I'm catching up. All right,
Shout out to Adriana, and her handle is AJH_0928. Hopefully that's not her social. Sorry.
oh, it's last one.
That's a birthday.
All right, tied up. Oh man, let me see how much.
I'm
Okay.
first. I'm going to the feed here.
Oh man. Okay.
Oh, where are we playing to first of all?
Until my cards run out.
All right, but we got to end on equal questions.
Oh, it is. I got 2 extra.
Okay.
All right. Patient shot in the femur and the arm. Patient shot in the leg and arm. And with no exit wound in the leg, abdominal x-ray demonstrates a migraine bullet in the abdominal aorta. Real great.
I feel like I'm on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire right now?
You got that music too, right? Now.
Yeah, you can't phone.
I'm gonna go real life.
Real life.
I mean, I was close because that would be
John,
like
why are you so smart?
that'd be like something dramatic that would happen on Grey's. Like, oh no, it's in the femur. Don't worry. Where'd it go? It's no longer.
This is actually from our guest host, Geneva.
Oh,
Shout out to you, bro.
shout out to Geneva. Wow, that's good.
It's probably when you're operating the C-arm in the.
It's before or after we contaminated the dock. Sorry.
How do you do that with the CR?
Sir,
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah.
I've come really close.
Really?
sir, we had to cancel your surgery. We knocked the doctor out with the C-arm.
I've always loved it.
Hey, you're bleeding. Geneva comes in with a CR. Oops.
Why is there so many doctors in here?
Oh my god. Ooh, is it Patrick?
All right.
Just so you know, you're losing.
Yeah, but I'm tied up here. So MBD, no big deal.
While doing a mammogram, a substance abuse patient. Sorry, just trying to be politically correct. Trying to be PC. The original one was crackhead. I love this one better.
Right.
Oh, I know I'm better. With burns on her breasts. Upon positioning the breast, a crack pipe falls out.
Oh. True story.
And when leaving, no, it's even better. I have to read the whole story. When leaving the facilities, the patient swipes all the snacks and cocoa packets.
Yeah, true story. You might
That's definitely a true story. This is from our only sarcasm here.
tied up.
That was a good one.
John.
Johnny John. Johnny John's juicy.
Can we make this like the final death? Is that a thing?
Suddenly.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm winning. Ish.
All right.
Right now.
Actually, you know what?
If I miss this, we're tied.
We should do. Well, oh yeah, right. Because it's yeah, you're right. Okay,
No, we're tied right now.
we're tied to score, but John has an extra go.
What you want?
Okay.
You went first. All right, here you go. John, during a procedure called paracentesis, I'm sure you're very unfamiliar with this one. The provider notices bandages on the patient, and with a recent stab marks. Then proceeds to ask if the patient had this procedure recently done. The patient replies, "No, I tried to do it myself." Real life or medical show?
I'm gonna go real life.
It is real life. Because that happened.
Count.
You know why? Because that happened today.
Oh wow.
I think there's a hint of jab.
That literally happened today.
Yeah, it happened to me today. John didn't know about it though. I was like, oh, did you have it done? And he's like, no, I tried to do it myself. But it was weird because he had he had a band-aid in his epigastric area. So I was like, dude, why you stab yourself there? I was like, God, leave it to the professionals,
Oh,
please. God.
Wow.
But yeah,
It's close to hitting the artery.
So I said your cards. He's got 100 points with the. Is there one more card left?
there's one more card.
So if I get this right, we're tying another tiebreaker round. If I get it wrong,
No, actually, this is going to be either whoever answers first,
okay,
right?
wins it. Winner takes all.
Wins it, or if John wins it, he wins. If you win it, you guys tie.
Okay.
Make sense?
Okay.
All right.
So we gotta get our hands right. Hands on the table.
Or like a pound noise, or what are we doing? How do you pick?
Arms up.
You have to finish the question.
I finish the question,
Okay.
then arms up.
Okay.
All right. All right.
This seems wrought for fraud, but we'll go for it.
Okay.
Because I was gonna put my hand up now.
A doctor.
All right, it's not me.
A doctor is admitted to the ER for cholecystitis. This is the actual doctor with this. Due to the lack of trust, he takes the ultrasound and places his own chole too. Is this real or Grace?
Real.
What? Grace.
You guys both said real.
So are we both wrong?
You guys are both wrong. Question, because this is me thinking about it in the shower, cleaning my giblets. Huh? Yeah, I got this one because I'm and technically John won.
I think we're all losers.
And with that,
Good job.
the game is over.
Screw you, bro.
The game is over, and I just want to say thank you for replying.
Oh man.
And that was awesome. I had a great time looking at those. And reading them.
full
It
of
was,
laughs. I
it
like
was
that.
funny. And
Most of the TV shows are inspired off true events, so you guys get crazy out there.
Oh, you guys came hard with it, man. Those are some good stories, man. That was wild.
knife stabbing.
I think I'm gonna start watching Grey's Anatomy again. I gave up on it like 3 seasons in.
Still horrible.
I mean, there's so many better fake.
After season 1 and 2. But you know what? You know what show I would watch still? Actually, I still do. It's Scrubs.
Oh yeah, Scrubs still holds up.
That was
Still
the
goes
best.
up. It's awesome.
That is a good.
It's awesome.
I love it. Good
Anyways.
job. That was a fun one. Good
That
job.
was that's the end of our show. But before we go,
What do we do?
Yeah.
We want to read a review. Or we want to do a.
we got a
Oh,
review and a free call shout out. So I'm gonna let Patrick take care of this one.
I want to say you guys are crushing it on the reviews. I don't know if it's just because you really love us that much. That's probably what it is, or because if you leave a review, there's a really good chance that we're going to read it right here on this podcast. And sincerely, it really helps us out a lot. Keep doing what you're doing. Rate, review, follow, subscribe, like, comment. I love diving into the comments there.
Give us $1.
Yeah, donate. Man, I mean, we're up to a lot now. You guys are really helping us out a lot, keeping this thing going. Because y'all know, if you're listening to this, there's a pretty good chance you're working out X-Ray Tech too.
Yep.
So if you're struggling, we ain't getting them nurse dollars. Unless you're traveling. If you're traveling, actually, we're probably seeing exclusively donated by travelers. We know y'all. So I'm gonna read a review, 5-star review. Thanks for that. When I first read it, right out the gate, I was a little worried. The title of the review is called "Slipping
Whoa.
Right out the gate, shots fired. But I'm going to say that you're slipping because your name is whack. Your name is Find Another Weather App. That is a horrible username. I don't know. I hope, honestly, I'm going to put it out there. I hope you found your weather app that you're looking for.
That's kind of like typing in a Google search.
Really weird.
My screen name for life.
Really weird shout out. I just literally just downloaded a really great weather app called Dark Sky. Y'all want it? Apple bought it, so it's really dialed in and it's super hyper accurate. So find my weather app. Go download Dark Sky app. It does cost a couple bucks. But,
Not sponsored.
so literally out for it.
That was unnecessary.
Way too much clout on this one.
So if you
Is this even a real review?
this is all real. Actually real. I'm really excited.
I think Patrick has like a side sponsor. That's why there's like so many clout. He's like the only one that's like, shut up.
He's like, yeah, thanks for all the money. I'm like, where's the money? And he's like, oh, it's in the account. I'm like, where's the money? He's like,
The actual whole profession of bronchoscopy. Like, yeah, I mean, there's
Bronchoscopists of America are like paying me under the table to give me shout outs. Like, listen, you give me 10 grand, I'll put you in the theme song, bro.
he's probably on some hidden bronch job.
So right out the gate, find another weather app. He says we're slipping. All right, let's see. He actually said it. You guys are slipping. You tell me that you got a little AI, little John, and we don't get a single
What'd I say?
freaking do it. I knew I was
Patrick
going to notice.
Patrick and Billy. The Patrick and Billy that I knew wouldn't have let that pass. Tighten up, boys. For a little great show. I can't wait for the episode to drop to see what you chuckleheads are talking about next week. JR and WI. That's JR and
Oh,
that's one of our mentors, man.
yeah. Oh, heck yeah.
That's
man.
Jeremy. He was our senior student in X-ray, or Roosevelt and I's senior student. Shout out to you. Also, screw you.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
saying- but thank you for the vibe. Sorry, that was really awesome. No, in all seriousness, no, that was actually really cool, man. That was
Yeah,
fun.
he's always supportive. You know, and shoot, looking back at it in hindsight, like after we recorded our mentor episode, I look back, I was like, you know what? I had a lot of mentors going through my stages of life
Yes.
as a young adult.
Let's go through the list right now. Go for it.
And Jeremy was my mentor in X-ray school. Like I mimicked his every move, and to the point where it didn't like it was just Jeremy has an eidetic memory and he's smart as shit.
He's very smart.
Right. So I tried to mimic his professionalism, all that stuff, and like I copied.
Professionally.
Yeah, I copied one thing during an interview, and it definitely did not. I did not get that job. He could pull it off.
Yeah.
I just did not pull it off,
Yeah.
and I did not get that job. But anyways, yeah, shout out to Jeremy. Thank you.
Oh, you know what? I remember
So-
some shenanigans he pulled in that job interview. I think they asked him, the manager of the department asked him, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And he goes, having your job. I may have made that entire thing up, but I think that actually happened. And pro tip, it was somebody's interview and you're like, I want to take your job in 5 years. If they're probably not going to give you the job. Probably.
Well, here's another thing he said.
Yeah.
He goes, they asked him, what was it? Oh, what are your strengths and weaknesses? He goes, I don't have any weaknesses. And then, well, the context, I'm sure he knows everybody's worked there
Yeah.
forever. So it's like different. He's going to get the job.
You know what I like to do in those scenarios? I like to give like the complete like my weaknesses is that I'm too attentive to detail. One of those like positive that's not actually
Reverse the strength.
But so, 19-year-old Billy, not Roosevelt,
Yeah.
said the same thing in the interview
Oh yeah.
and definitely did not get that job. Lesson learned.
Wow.
Pro tip, don't say that.
Shout out. Thank you, JR and WI for the review. We appreciate it. Keep them coming. We're loving them. Every week, see what's awesome is I get to read the reviews. I asked that Roosevelt and John don't read them because I want them to react to them live on the podcast. So I love reading them. Usually what I do is I cuddle up with a
Snuggie.
Snuggie and a volume of Merrill's positioning book. And, you know,
Some Bond
some
track.
wrong from Key West. And
Little like
I
Bond
will,
track playing Lionel Richie.
I will,
background.
I will read the review. So thank you so much for that. That's awesome. Keep it coming, guys.
Yes. Now, to
Free Clout
our
shout out?
Free Clout shout out.
Oh, you may go for
It's
Double time.
for this episode. It is to the IR.Tech.
At the
So it's at the.IR.Tech.
Oh, nice. I'm looking at their
Hardcore. He came in hot. Like one day, we didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
Next day, boom. Came in hot.
yeah.
Putting out awesome reels, actually including us in his reels. He didn't have to do any of that. Like, that's pretty cool, man. So basically he helped.
I'm looking at it right now. He's got like something from Bloodsport.
I
So
love it. Yeah. So he and we've been communicating. So he's an IR.Tech. He's actually come down to Florida. We're gonna link up. We're gonna, do some business. But
sounds sketchy. I like it.
yeah, man. But all of this we're doing is to empower each other.
Yes.
And everybody in our radiology community who are trying to be influencers or trying to actually promote radiology,
Yeah, man.
whatever. And,
It helps.
yeah,
It really does.
and we're all coming together, collaborating. That's like what we wanted to do.
That's
like,
the whole reason why we have Catheter Jockeys. Catheter Jockeys, a ROSIE'S podcast, is so we can kind of uplift the profession. We're all obviously very passionate about it. And to see you guys out there doing meme accounts, doing TikTok stuff, doing all the stuff to bring light and shed light on the glorious profession that is, radiologic technology and RA and ultrasound and nuke med and the whole gamut of medical imaging. We love to see it, and we're all about kind of helping promote each other. And there's some really great stuff out there. I'm thumbing through the.IR.Tech.com Instagram account right now. I'm loving it. These things are like hilarious, really good stuff, informative and funny. I love it. Sort of like the Catheter Jockeys.
Yeah, it's teaching me a lot, Sonny. Yeah, I mean, it's really good. So,
10 out of 10.
that's it for our show. Until next time.
Until next time. We're so bad on the intros.
Like people like just get off the mic.
Love God. India.
Hurry up, skip. Guess what? We're still here. Skip. Guess what? Still here.
Ruthie, this is what you really
This is kind of like what you're like.
There's an experiment.
Yeah.
Can I?